Hi everyone, today we're listening to a song from North Macedonia. It's called Here I Stand by Vasil. And I really liked the song that North Macedonia had last year. It was really charming, I think. So I'm hoping that I will get the same appeal from it this year, judging by the like to dislike ratio I see here under the video. Maybe people aren't too fond of it, but I'm hoping for the best regardless. Let's get right into it.
When the contest was cancelled last year.
Oh, we've got a little storyline here.
Gone. I remember sitting on my bed with...
Super dramatic with this piano in the background.
And I just started singing and playing. Tears in my eyes. Went there are times...
Is this the song? No.
That's the one.
Alright. Okay, it is the actually song. It's a very somber piano.
I'll tell him, wait, you won't be long. Trust your heart.
This is a vocal performance, if anything. It feels very raw. Okay, nice dynamic with the strings backing him. I'm kind of disappointed in how the chords move here, because it feels very simple for something that's supposed to be so emotional. Effective little drum hit. Nice with the cello. Okay, we're moving. Staccatos. Some energy in this. Super dramatic, but it's also quite pretty in a way at the same time. He's fantastic, isn't he? Okay. No. Backing vocals give off such a cheesy vibe. Elevation. Tries to be super wide and super engaging. It's obviously very emotional, but it's almost, it's very over the top for me. I'm not... This approach feels so fake in a sense. It's great resonance in his voice. I mean, the voice is really what... His vocals is what carries the whole song, because they kind of fluffed it up there in the middle. It's very expressive. At least the chord switched up there at the end and made it a little bit more interesting, but this... it feels like it really wants to just hammer home the emotional input of it, and becomes so too much for me. I'm sorry, Macedonia, or North Macedonia. I really want this to be fantastic, because it obviously feels very emotional to him. He sings it incredibly well, but this is done over the top. Someone in the production side of things here is not very knowledgeable in what actually hits. Maybe this hits people, but judging by the like to dislike ratio, it doesn't really. And it doesn't hit me. It loses its soul. It's soulless. His vocals are, they want to drag everything out of this. They want to express everything. But the backing track tries to make it much more than it actually is. I mean, this is kind of a somber backdrop and then to a hopeful result. That, you know, I guess it's the reference to him being allowed to participate regardless of, or even though he couldn't last year. That's I guess what the point is. So there's a very somber background, but then there's this hopefulness and this real anticipation of being able to do what you love. And I think that it's such a personal and sincere kind of thought process and experience in life to have, that you don't want it to be overshadowed by all these people coming in left, right, and center, really showering you with nonsense. In reality, I'm sorry if that sounds super harsh, but that's really what I'm getting from this. It's not honest. It is at first I think that I get the impression that it is really honest, and it really wants to do something sincere and something personal. But then you add in all of these exterior aspects, and it becomes too much. It becomes over the top. It tries to hammer in a message that is not supposed to be hammered in like this. It becomes too much. You know, it's overly expressive. Expression is like the expression that he has is pretty good because it's very personal. He obviously delivers what he feels, but when everything else has to kind of back him up, it shouldn't do it by stealing the show from him, because even though he belts out the notes, he's just this small little thing in the middle, and then everything, the big orchestra, the big backing vocals, they just surround him and kind of eat him up in the middle. And that's when you lose the whole point of this song. The point that I get that it should have, at least. I'm disappointed. I am. I'm not gonna hide away from that fact, but I'm also a little bit frustrated with how they've kind of lost that approach, because I think that that's the most effective approach to have in a song like this, the sincerity of it. It started off well, it was very scaled down, and then you had the cello coming in. That's a nice fair amount of backing track. You don't need to make it grandiose and explosive, and it just loses the whole point, the point that I at least felt from the beginning, and the point that I was hoping for it to actually deliver. That could just be me, though. Maybe other people will feel like it's just the right amount of expression. So I want to read what everyone else has to say on this song, because I'm quite curious, actually. But let's all just agree on one thing. He's a fantastic vocalist, isn't he? It's incredible, the emotion that he puts into it, and like his security, or security in the intonations, and just how he changes his resonance depending on both the lyric and the notes. So I think he deserves something that's actually representative of his actual feelings, because I think that this eats him up, as I said. That's the saying I'm gonna go for, because that's what I feel. So do leave your opinions in the comments. I've been rambling on for way too long now. I'm looking forward to reading them. I hope to see you in the next one. I'm unsure. Norway is probably next, right? Yeah, Norway. So hope to see you in that one. Take care until then, and